Hello guys and welcome to my craft desk. Tatiana is here with you today. Since many of you asked me to do a video tutorial on how to color Siamese and Birman cats with zig markers, I made this video for you. Today in my video I'm using the sweetest stamp scent from Newton's Nook Designs new July release called Newton's Sweet Treats and my ever favorite supplies to use with zig markers. As you see, I've already stamped the cute kitty on a Bristol paper from Strathmore brand using VersaFine Black Onyx ink. I use this particular ink because it's waterproof and will not smear during the coloring. I'm not using the coordinating dies today and fussy cut the cute kitty and some additional scoops of ice cream using my Q-tip scissors from IKEA Success. These small and sharp scissors make fussy cutting super easy. Just take your time and rotate paper instead of scissors during the fussy cutting. I chose a small watercolor brush from Pentel, unscrew it and filled with water. I'm also keeping on hand a piece of a paper towel to clear my brush. When I'm working with zinc clean color real brush markings, I like to color in layers. And so first of all you see me doing the initial layer with the lightest shade, which is number 64 marker called Oatmeal. I'm starting by marking the darkest spots, which would be the nose, ears and tail for my cat. As you know, I have two sweet kitties in my house and both of them are Birman cats. Birman cats have white paws called gloves, but if you want to color your kitty as a Siamese one, you wanna of course color their paws with the darkest shades. I speeded up this video twice. I wish I could be that fast coloring, but the video became too long and I didn't want to skip any step. Once I put the initial lightest shades on my kitty, I skip to the other parts of the images because I want to let the paper dry very well, otherwise it will peel off. I'm touching my paper and when I feel that it's dry enough, I'm starting to go darker and laying down the next color. On this particular image I use zig marker number 67, which is called Mustard. Of course, as always, I'm leaving all the exact colors I use on this image on my blog. So, please click the link below in the description area and check all the supplies I used here. Finally, you see me bringing the darkest shade on this kitty. I used dark brown marker, which is number 62. First of all, I'm coloring the darkest spots on my kitty, which are paws, tail and the nose and the ears. When I feel that the water brush is saturated too much with the color, I'm cleaning it on my paper towel, as I don't want to spread the color too much and leave good highlights on my images. I'm going back and forth a few times from the lightest shades to the darkest, adding more and more color to my image. Laying the colors one on top of each other will allow you to have the underlays, which are so nice on the watercolor images because they will give you a variety of shades. I'm coming back with the final layers of color and darkening some areas which, in my opinion, need more color. Next, I'm proceeding with a giant ice cream. I will make the yellow underlay on almost all the colors, and then we'll add more bright shades on top. Watercoloring requires some time and practicing, so don't be scared and start practicing, and you will notice that you're getting better and better with any colored image. I also encourage you to try with any watercolor medium you have on hand. Don't feel like you need to have zig markers to color well. You can try any watercolor medium from colored pencils, other watercolor markers, or even regular watercolors. Once all the images, the kitty and the giant scoop, are colored and dried, I'm taking a black brush tip marker and bringing it on all over the edges and coloring all the imperfections due to the fussy cutting. Using the same black VersaFine ink, I stamped the matching sentiment from the same Newton's Sweet Treats stamp set. I like to use the same black ink both on the stamps and the sentiment for a perfect match. I let the ink air dry a little bit before putting the mask on top, since VersaFine is a pigment ink and takes quite some time to dry. Next, I'm taking tumbled glass distress ink and making a super light layer on top of the mask sentiment with an ink blending tool. I'm also bringing a fun bubbly stencil from Newton's Nook Designs on top and adding more color, creating a fun pattern. Also flicking a few droplets of clear shimmering solutions on top and wiping it off with a paper towel. Finally, I'm starting to assemble all the elements together, popping some of them on a foam tape for a bit of dimension. And last but not least, adding a few clear sparkling sequins on top. That is all for today. Thanks so much for being with me and watching this tutorial. I'm so glad you've joined me. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment area below. Thanks so much. Bye.